This happened 4 years ago, when I was still in high school. I was told to do my last delivery of my shift. I got in my car, which was a 1999 Car Me, perfect for delivering pizzas. I GPSed the address of my phone. I live upstate in the country, so all pizza deliveries were long drives. I remember the sun was just starting to set, so it was probably around 7 o'clock. I'd say after a good 15 minutes of driving through the forest, dirt roads, my GPS said I had arrived. It was an old little cottage, like house made almost entirely of wood. It was sitting all by itself, in the middle of absolutely nothing but forest. The lawn was completely unkept, as the grass was almost at knee-high. I was used to this kind of thing, so I didn't think much of it. I took the pizza to the front door. There was no doorbell, so I knocked loudly on the door. Within 10 seconds, I heard the sound of footsteps hitting wood on the inside of the house. The footsteps made it to the door and stopped. I started to feel uneasy. I got the feeling that I was being watched. And that's when I noticed those people on the door. "It's the pizza guy," I called out. I heard a low, harsh-sounding voice on the other side of the door tell me to bring the pizza out back. I didn't like the idea of going there if something didn't seem right. "Are you sure, sir?" I called out. He didn't answer my question. The sound of footsteps didn't move away from the door, so I had the feeling he was still watching me. I almost found myself walking back to my car, but I decided I didn't want any trouble with my boss. The last time I brought the pizza back, he gave me attitude, so I reluctantly walked through the uncut grist and here on the small house to the back. I remember there's a shed and a little patio back there. In the patio, there was a table with 4 chairs surrounding it. In one of the chairs, facing away from me, I saw the head of somebody sitting in the seat. I began working over and said, "Excuse me," but the person didn't even move an inch. "Excuse me," I said again, louder. Then from behind me, I heard "Psst, over here." I turned around to see a man poking his head out from the corner of the house, looking at me with a crazy smile. "Come over here, I want to show you something." I freaked out, turned around and ran around the house in the opposite direction back to my car. For some reason, still holding the pizza. I got to my car and started it, and got away from there. On my way back to the pizzeria, I pulled over to the side of the road and called the police. Eventually, I was informed that there was no sign of anybody having been in that house for a long time. I quit my delivery job a few days after that. I have no idea what would have happened to me had I gone up to that man, but to this day, I still wish I'd just turned my head to see who or what was sitting in the patio chair.